everyone, my name is Farnak. I'm the technical manager at Yates Hortonac. Today we have the third session for Ginger technical presentation. In this session, we will talk about pests and diseases and how we can manage them. Yates Hortonac covers products from 3 different brands, Yates, OCP, and Cecil. Our website is hortag.com.au. On the website, you can find technical brochures for the range of products that we have. You can also find trials and scientific articles and time-lapse clips that we have for different products, and that will help you understand how our products work. Cecil products are locally manufactured in Australia. We have a factory in Tasmania, warehouses across Australia, 2 main offices in Sydney and Melbourne, and we have a team of territory sales manager based in different sites. You can contact us through a contact form on the website, or you can find the contact details for our territory sales managers on the website if you want to get in touch with them directly. Otherwise, I put here my email address and my phone number. My phone number is 0488088166, and my email address is farnak.noorbakhsh@cesol.com.au. You can also find us on our social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Today's session is about pests and diseases and ginger cropping. We'll discuss the key pests and diseases, monitoring program that we should have in place, and the importance of clean seed and hygiene systems. Soil-borne diseases are the dominant plant health story in Australian ginger. Pythium soft-rot, Fusarium infections, and root knot nematodes. They are the major issues in Australian ginger industry. A lot of articles, reports, and highlights the role of contaminated seed, soil, water, and declining soil biological health in maintaining disease pressure. So this means ginger plant health should be taught as a hygiene and system management problem first and a chemistry problem second. So if you watch our previous sessions when I talked about general technical information of ginger farming and also nutrition strategy and how these are linked, you already know how important it is to start with a proper soil and having clean seed, rhizomes free from any disease, infection, or pest, and providing a right environment for rhizomes to grow without making them prone to soil-borne diseases or fungal infection. It's a complex, they're all linked together, and we need to have a holistic approach. Just one strategy wouldn't work. In terms of monitoring an IPM, a ginger IPM workflow starts with clean planting material, block history, drainage status, and monitoring all the visual symptoms. We can't just wait for the symptoms to appear and then act. We need to have all the steps in place. So have a strong root, a strong above ground growth, and tolerant and resistant crop instead of weak plants that might be prone to all different sorts of pests and diseases. Hygiene really matters because key pathogens move in contaminated seed, soil, and water. So restricting movement pathway is an active management tool. Monitoring in ginger cropping must include both crop symptoms and risk conditions. We need to consider soil structure and soil pH, drainage situation, organic matter, microbial activity, planning material, having a proper balance, nutritional strategy, and then we can talk about pests and diseases. So we need to have all those steps in place, and we need to have a holistic IPM approach to work. And here also it emphasizes that the best ginger IPM programs integrate seed health, water management, soil biology, rotation, and targeted intervention. If you want to know more about every single one of these items, please watch our previous clips when we discuss the general information about ginger farming and crop nutrition. The first disease that we discuss here is PTM soft rot. Queensland Ginger R&D identified PTM soft rot as the most serious disease. It's that critical that they can consider it as a threat to the industry's survival. The pathogen can be spread in contaminated seed, soil, and water. And the favorite condition for this disease is waterlogging and wet weather after planting. Management requires an integrated approach, early detection, preventing waterlogging, reduction in pathogen level in soil, and restricting movement of contaminated seed, soil, and water. No single tactic will control PTM. If we have a system that is already wet or saturated and it doesn't have the right condition, it doesn't matter if we have clean seed or we follow other steps. We will still get issues and we will suffer from disease pressure. So we need to have integrated approach and start with a strong base and proper condition, and then having monitoring and IPM workflow in place. Fusarium yellows or yellow rot. It's another major soil-borne disease problem in Australia. And it's very difficult to technically detect this issue or disease at early stages. There are a lot of AI-supported detection tools that are being investigated. And from a technical perspective, Fusarium should be framed around prevention, detection, clean seed, soil health management, rather than just a simple rescue spray story. Where fusarium pressure is part of the block history, every nutrition and irrigation the system should be judged against whether it reduces or amplifies the stress. Symphylids and root damage. This is a pest that lives in soil and feed on root tips and restrict the plant's ability to absorb nutrients. That's not the only damage. This root damage can also facilitate entry of PTM into the plant. So it has a direct effect and it has a bigger secondary effect. The practical implication is that root feeding pests should be assessed as part of the broader root health and disease risk picture. We can't just have an isolated strategy to target these ones. They must be integrated into the whole integrated program that we have. Root knot nematodes. They are also listed by NT Ginger Page and AgriFutures Project as major pests affecting ginger productivity. Nematode damage the roots, they weaken the root function, and they can also interact with other soil-borne diseases because they increase the stress level, they reduce the nutrient uptake, they affect water uptake as well. So we will have very weak plant prone to all different sort of pests and diseases. Soil health, clean seed, bed condition, and rotation must be part of our holistic approach and IPM workflow. Resilient beds and healthy roots improve the value of every other intervention. We can't just have an isolated strategy to treat any of these pests or diseases that we discuss. They are all linked together and we need to have an integrated approach. Clean seed and disease detection. The Australian ginger industry has invested heavily in clean seed and disease detection work because visible inspection alone often misses early internal infection. AgriFutures reports disease detection tools for Fusarium in seed rhizomes with high confidence scanning support are being developed to reduce planting of infected material. As I said, having clean seeds and early detection, they are very important. Protected clean seed systems is another option that you can consider. If you watch our very first session about technical information of ginger farming, you already know that ginger crops prefer well-drained soil. They like good water infiltration, good drainage, good aeration. And if we have all other conditions, but the soil structure is not supporting the system, we can consider raised beds when the rhizomes are separate from the saturated soil underneath. And we can also consider these clean seed systems in protected area. If we have a sterilized media with seed clean, technically we already set ourselves up for a great system. And ginger industry is moving beyond field chemistry toward protected system and clean innovation. So think about it as if like the only limiting factor in your system is a sterilized media or protected situation. So that's the option that you can consider. Okay, so we have the seasonal plan. We discussed this in previous sessions as well. Pre-plant establishment, rhizome bulking phase, harvest, and seed selection. During pre-plant, we need to choose the cleanest planting material possible. We need to review the block history. We need to manage the drainage, and we need to decide whether the block is suitable for another ginger crop cycle or not. In our first session, we discussed about crop rotation and how important it is to understand which crops are suitable for the site that you selected and which ones are carrying similar soil-borne diseases as ginger and which ones are not. So we need to know which crops are suitable, which ones are not carrying soil-borne diseases similar to ginger, and then we need to have the crop rotation that is specifically designed for our area and our condition, because we want to break the cycle of pests and diseases and we want to improve the soil. During establishment, we need to watch for wet areas, poor emergence, root damage, and early patch symptoms that they might indicate we have an issue with soil-borne disease. During rhizome bulking phase, we need to keep irrigation disciplined. We need to monitor localized stress zones and maintain the hygiene around movement of soil, water, and machinery. During harvest and seed selection, we need to protect the rhizome integrity, keep diseased material out of seed selection, and we need to review the whole season, what we've done and how we can improve our strategy for next season. At Yates Horton Ag, we have a range of bioinoculants, but I decided to discuss only one of them that I think it's very relevant and beneficial for ginger farming. Rhizovital. It's a highly concentrated product that has a beneficial bacteria in it, Bacillus. It colonizes the seeds and the root zone. And when we colonize the root with beneficial bacteria, there is less room for bad bacteria or fungi to be dominant. They have less chance, and the balance would shift toward beneficial ones. This product supports successful seed germination and growth and establishment and resilient root system. It can be mixed with a range of products, but you need to read the label carefully and you need to have jar test if you're not sure. For application rate, always check the label. And this product comes in two different sizes, 5 liters and 10 liters. In Australian soil, we know that Australian soils are normally low in phosphorus. And the indicator is our Australian native plants and trees are very sensitive to phosphorus, and they evolved in this situation, in this soil condition. And Australian soils are naturally low in phosphorus. So when you do soil tests, either Olsen P or Colwell P, you can see that they are normally low as available phosphorus. You might apply some products and still see phosphorus deficiency symptoms. The question here is, have you tested your soil for total phosphorus? Have you compared what you applied and what is available for plant? If you applied phosphorus fertilizer in the past and still suffering from phosphorus deficiency, which is very important for root growth and strength and crop quality, you need to consider testing your soil for available phosphorus and total phosphorus. And if you see there is a huge pool of total phosphorus sitting which is not available for plant, you should consider applying products like Rhizovital, because these beneficial bacteria can work on locked up nutrients and phosphorus, and they can make them available for plants. So instead of applying more, make the condition and situation correct. So whatever you apply will be available for plants. This product has a range of benefits. I'll leave it to you to read the brochure and technical information on the website and decide if you want to have a stronger root system and have a strong establishment or not. This product also works very well with our another product, Sisal Commercial. Sisal Commercial primes your crops with seaweed extract, and you will have a stronger roots. And this one colonize your root zones with beneficial bacteria and shift the balance of bacteria toward beneficial ones, and the destructive ones won't be dominant. So have a look at this product on the website and consider this as part of your seasonal plan if you find it useful. Another product that I would like to introduce here is Sinetrol Horti Oil, which is Australian grown canola oil. It's GM free, it's IPM friendly, it's organic certified. You can mix it with insecticide, fungicide, herbicide, and it improves wetting and spreading of the product. It reduces the spray drift, reduces the chemical odor, and reduces evaporation of a spray. It also minimizes UV degradation, which is very important when you're applying biological product. It minimizes wash off. And for application rate, always read the label and the technical brochure on the website. It's a good product if you're applying any insecticide, fungicide, herbicide. It's also important to consider when to apply, how to apply it, and how to make the most of the product. Mixing with product like Sinetrol Horti Oil makes your application works a lot better, and you can actually experience the full range of benefits of your application. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. This was the third session that we recorded for Ginger technical presentation. Our focus was pests and diseases and how we can manage them. Again, on our website, you can get access to a range of technical information. And if you need to have a copy of the price list, if you have any technical question, if you want to get in touch with our technical people or territory sales manager, please contact us through the contact form on the website or call me or email me directly, and I connect you to the right person. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you found this useful and helpful, and we are happy to receive your feedback and your suggestion for future session. Thank you.